7 people I know have been banned on eBay in the last year, and I'm going to be sharing on how they got banned and how you guys can avoid it. Let's get into it. If you guys learned anything in this video, really appreciate a thumbs up, comment, or consider subscribing. Drop 3 eagle emojis. If not, eBay will ban you, and you guys will not make any more money on eBay ever again. So you might as well drop 3 eagle emojis. Let's get into it. All right, guys. So these 7 people I'm going to be talking about, they're not my friends. They're not people that I know personally that are around my circle, week to week, day by day. They're people that I know, like that I've seen, but they're not like my close associates. I don't even think they watch my videos. To be quite frank. So don't be thinking that, oh, they're your close friends and I'm letting them get banned and I'm not teaching them how to not get banned, or I'm not giving them the right advice to do good on eBay, right? It's not like that. I'm around a lot of people that sell on eBay, and I hear a lot of things, and I was like, oh, I know that guy. It's like when you hear that one guy that when someone passes away or something, like, oh yeah, I knew him, but I didn't really know him like that. It's kind of like that. It's not like a close friend of mine. So just to get that out of the way. And this has been going on for a while now, and it almost happened to me. It almost happened to one of my close friends. It almost happened to my dad. And it's something that happens when you are new. The main thing that I've noticed is when you get defects. And the main thing that causes the defects on the people that I've been around with, and just people in general, is they're called cases closed without seller resolution. And basically, how many of those do you have within a 3-month period, I believe that is, and how many transactions do you have? And it gives you a percentage, and whatever that percentage is, you have a wiggle room in order to be selling on eBay. I think it's like 30% that you cannot go over. But the one that has been kicking these people out, basically what happens, they don't get banned on there, but what happens is they have so many of these cases closed without seller resolution on there, and their selling limit is just so low that they can't even list anything. And that pushes people to not even sell, and they just keep getting more of those cases closed without seller resolution because they are not even on the app anymore, and then they end up not even selling anymore on eBay because it's a bad situation. They can't even get out of it anymore. The first example I'm going to be using for a person, I don't know if they're going to watch the video or not, but the first example is my dad had showed someone how to sell on eBay, and he just showed him like the bare minimum stuff. You get the app, you list the item, how to ship, and that was pretty much it. And he just let him do his thing. And he came back to my dad months after, and he was like, hey, they don't let me sell in here anymore, or I can't even list any more items. And basically, all the guy did was reply to messages, list the items, and ship them. He never went once on the selling overview and checked if a buyer never received an item. He never checked cases that buyers had opened. He never checked any of that. And basically, he racked up 12 cases closed without seller resolution on his eBay account, and he only had like 80 transactions. So the percentage is just terrible, right? I have one, but it's out of 900 and something transactions. So my percentage is 0.11 or something like that, which obviously still not good. I shouldn't be doing that, but sometimes it slips up. So it is what it is. When you have more transactions to show for, you have more of a leeway to mess up. I can afford to mess up maybe 2 more times. I'm not going to let that happen though. I'm going to be on it. But when you are barely starting on eBay, you can't afford to mess up not even once. You have to be on it. So when you don't even check your eBay account whatsoever, and you're just listing and shipping and a few messages on the phone, and sometimes you just go on the computer to ship your items, that's not going to work out for you. That's what I did when I first started, and not to knock on the person that did that or the people that I've seen that happen to. It happened to me. It happened to my buddy Colin. But the way we got out of it, the way I got out of it, at one point, I remember I was like 6 months into my eBay journey. I was 6 months in, and I ended up doing the same exact thing. I had like 8 transactions that were closed without seller resolution, and I didn't even know what that was. But my selling limit was like at $35,000 a month, and that's a good amount because I was almost filling it up every single month. But after they gave me all those restrictions, my selling limit was $3,500. And it took me a while to get out of that hole. And what I did was I was selling a bunch of cheap items so that my transaction amount percentage could go lower with the 8 that I got. So what I started doing, I just started selling a bunch of items instead of, you know, because I would try to list items that are $5, and I would try to fill up the $3,500 limit and just sell as much as I possibly could to fight the percentage of the 8 that I got. So instead of just selling a couple items that are like hundreds of dollars each, I was just selling a bunch of cheap stuff so that I can get the percentage lower and then fight that. And that was a 4-month battle of me fighting that. And then I learned my lesson. I was able to get out of it, and now my limit's like pretty much unlimited. But now I don't even think about the limit, you know. And now my eBay account is really healthy, and I've never had anything happen like that ever again. And the people that are close to me, I tell them that story right when they start, so they know not to do it. And for the people that have been close to me, it's never happened, but I've seen it happen to other people that just kind of go into it. It sucks, but you have to learn, and that's the biggest thing that I've seen people get pretty much suspended. So I've seen people straight up get banned from eBay for this reason. This one person I know got 20 of them, and I don't know them, but they messaged me on eBay, and they basically did a coaching call with me, and they were asking how they could get out of this. And then I told them to go on their selling overview, and then that's when we checked, and they had like 20. And I've actually had like 2 people call me when it came to that same exact thing, and I was like, wow, like a lot of people are overlooking this. They're just starting to sell on eBay. They get all excited, and all they're doing is listing, shipping, and replying to messages because that's the notifications they get there. But you guys have to be going on your selling overview. You have to go to the account health, and you guys got to be checking every single time you guys get a case open. There's usually a notification when you get the case. It's usually a notification on your phone. It says new request. You guys got to click on those. You guys got to resolve those right away. If you guys don't send the money as well when our item gets returned to you, if you don't sell it within a certain time frame, let's say someone returned, I don't know, this $5 comb thing, and I have 3 days to refund the money. If I don't send the money within the 3 days, case closed without seller resolution right there, and that is a defect, and that's going to stack up as well. If a buyer says that they didn't receive the item, but it did or it didn't, it doesn't matter. You have to at least provide the tracking, and then eBay can do something with that information. And you basically just have to at least reply. You have to resolve it with the buyer, and that is pretty much it. If you don't, if you just leave it alone and ignore it, that's when you get a defect. So watch out, guys. I hope you guys don't do the same mistake. At least I made the video. You guys can like be aware of it now and not just go into it blindly, because I don't want to see you guys not even get the chance to fucking, you know, go and do something on eBay. So yeah, guys, like I said, hopefully you guys learned something. If you guys did, drop a like, drop 3 eagle emojis. If not, you're gonna get banned. That's one of the people I know, man. They didn't comment the 3 eagle emojis and they got banned. So that's one of the 7 people right there. So yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna catch you guys later.